Do you feel me? This is DYFME.com.
He's Brian LeVar, and this is DYFME.com.
Yo, check this out. So about a month ago, I dropped a video highlighting the first rule of Smash Mouth politics, which is don't bore us to tears, yo. And what that video boiled down to was for politicians not to bore us, but to excite us and give us a reason to vote for them. I was concerned because at that time, I had not seen the energy or excitement in any of that first group of 24 candidates necessary to confront the current occupant in the White House. I said that we needed a fighter who could electrify the electorate. It's not good enough for us to expect that people will simply show up and vote because we're possibly living through one of the worst presidencies in US history. But all of that was before the first debates amongst the Democratic presidential contenders. And all of what I was saying before has changed to a certain extent. So you see, where I was looking for a fighter, I think that person may have actually stepped up.
Senator Harris, I'm so sorry. We will let all of you speak. Senator Harris. Senator Harris. Please, we will let you all speak. Senator Harris.
We can't afford to wait for evolution on these issues.
Hey guys, you know what? America does not want to witness a food fight. They want to know how we're going to put food on their table. Yes.
Yes, we've still got a long way to go until Iowa, but I must say, Kamala Harris showed up and showed out at that first debate. The first set of debates revealed a lot of things. All this Mayor Pete buzz is a bunch of smoke and mirrors. Mayor Pete is the mayor of South Bend, a city that's 26% black, but only has 6% African Americans on its police force.
Your community of South Bend, Indiana, has recently been in uproar over an officer-involved shooting. The police force in South Bend is now 6% black in a city that is 26% black. Why has that not improved over your 2 terms as mayor?
Because I couldn't get it done.
Really, Mayor Pete? Really? How about this, Mayor Pete? How about you focus on South Bend and get your act together there, and then maybe run for governor or senator from Indiana? Clearly, you've got some stuff you need to fix back home. If you don't have the ability to make diversity work in South Bend, then why would anyone think that you could make it work nationally? But I digress. Back to Kamala.
Now direct this at Vice President Biden. I do not believe you are a racist. And I agree with you when you commit yourself to the importance of finding common ground. But I also believe, and it's personal, and I was actually it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of 2 United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, you know, there was a little girl in California who was part of the 2nd class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
Clearly, Kamala's a fighter. There was a lot of hand-wringing for the way she came at Biden.
Vice President Biden, do you agree today that you were wrong to oppose busing in America then?
No,
do you agree?
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education. That's what I opposed.
Well, there was a failure of states to integrate public schools in America. I was part of the 2nd class to integrate Berkeley, California public schools almost 2 decades after Brown v. Board of Education.
Because your city council made that decision. It was a local decision.
So that's where the federal government must step in. That's why we have the Voting Rights Act and the Civil Rights Act. That's why we need to pass the Equality Act. That's why we need to pass the ERA, because there are moments in history where states fail to preserve the civil rights of all people.
Ooh, we weren't expecting her to be so tough so early. We weren't ready. Well, like Harry Truman said, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. And then to think that Joe Biden would endorse states' rights over the need to address the systemic racism in these areas where busing was necessary to break down those racial barriers. That's shameful. But to Biden's credit, he had a lot of black endorsers ready to run cover for him. They dropped their Keisha Lance Bottoms endorsement the day after that debate to stop the bleeding. Oh, Keisha, how could you? Kamala came down and campaigned for Keisha. I was there the night that Kamala and Keisha campaigned together in Piedmont Park, and to watch Atlanta's mayor just roll over like that for Biden so early. Yep. Makes me think Keisha's gonna get primaried when her time comes up again. Bottom line, was Kamala strategic about what she did at that debate? Yes. Did her campaign have the baby Kamala pick ready to go? Yes. Was that a bad thing? Absolutely not. It was the absolute right thing to do. And I applaud her and her campaign for being strategic. And all I can say is, keep up the great work. Clearly, Kamala's got strengths. Some folks like to say that her being a prosecutor is a negative. I disagree. It's going to serve her well in the general election where she can demonstrate that she has a law and order edge and also an ability to take down a criminal like the current occupant in the White House. If she comes even half as hard at Trump as she's come at Biden, then it's going to be a takedown of takedowns. And I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump chumps out on the normal 3 debates that are expected at the general election level. If Kamala wins, she'd be the first president to graduate from an HBCU. And don't even get me started about the Greek connections. As someone who comes from a family of deltas and AKAs, I know we've yet to see the full force and potential that will emerge over the course of the next several months. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be bonkers. It's going to be a sight to behold. And I personally want to see what the Fort Valley AKA is going to do about it. So it's going to be fun to watch. So those are Kamala's strengths. But what about her weaknesses? Well, let's keep it real. Do presidential spouses matter? If I asked you, does Michelle Obama matter? What would your response be? The most obvious answer is yes. Michelle matters a lot. She mattered very much as far as Barack being accepted in many parts of our community is concerned. And when many of us reflect back on the Obama years, the two go hand in hand, Barack and Michelle, which is why I'm emphasizing the question, do presidential spouses matter? It's better that we ask this question now than wait later, because dirty tricks are sure to come about, and it's best to deal with this right now than when it's too late. Team Kamala needs to inoculate themselves on this question. The haters have already started with this notion that Kamala is not a descendant of slavery. Donald Trump Jr. even retweeted a claim that she's not fully black. Yeah, I've got a whole video on Ancestry DNA versus 23andMe about this type of stuff. The truth is that Kamala and her team needs to make sure that our community is as comfortable with Mr. Imhoff, her spouse, as possible. Don't try to dance around it. Don't try to hide it. Y'all got your work cut out for you, get to it. But overall, and as far as her debating style is concerned, my advice to Kamala is don't change a thing. Come strong, come hard, no holds barred. Take them down all around, go Kamala, go. And in this next debate, be ready, because I'm sure they'll be coming for you. I know you'll be ready. So thanks for watching this video. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to this channel for the latest updates and more. Until next time, I'm Brian LeVar.
Follow Brian on Instagram and Twitter at BRYLAVAR.
Do you feel me? This is DYFME.com.
Oh, and if you like shirts like these, they're available on Amazon. Check the description below for links to this shirt and other products that we have available on Amazon.